This thing is going to blow your socks off. Can I tell a massive difference between the R5 and the R9? I'm giving the Moza R9 a solid... Today, we are upgrading the sim rig. We have been moaning for the last couple of weeks that we need more new meters of torque. So guess what? We have gone and done it. We have gone and purchased the Moza R9 V2. Now we have already installed it. There's not really much to unbox or install, so there's no unboxing. Don't need that. We're just going to review it. I haven't actually tried it yet. I've literally just set it up, and I think it'd be great to see me coming straight from the R5 to the R9 and see how much of a difference there is, and whether it's worth upgrading. Some of you guys may be considering getting straight to the R9 or upgrading your R5 to the R9, and I'm going to be here giving you a solid good review. We're going to try a settle course competition, and then we're going to try a settle course. We'll probably try a little bit of F1 and then maybe a rally game. I don't know, maybe not the rally game. We'll see in a sec. But what I'll do is I'll switch over to the sim rig and get straight into it. Let's go. Let's look at the Moza software real quick. Make sure everything is inside the right way. So I'm obviously going to have it to 100%. Whether or not you guys decide to, when you purchase the wheel, to have it 100%, that's down to you. We're going to set it to 540 degrees because GT cars don't really need any more. Everything else is set to 100%, 540, 100%, 100%. Everything's at 100% other than what we need, okay? If you already own a Moza R5, this is, you know, the next one up. But if you own a G29, a Thrustmaster belt-driven wheel, this thing is going to blow your socks off. But from the R5 to the R9, there's going to be not so much a big difference, all right? We're going to quickly go over the settings. Again, look. Gain 100%, minimum force feedback, I think 0. Road effects, I'm probably going to turn that up to like 10% or 15, maybe 20%, I don't know. If you guys have played ACC in the past, let me know if any of my settings are wrong. I have not a clue whether or not it's right or wrong. I don't think that should be steering wheel lock, that should be on 540 along with... I usually set it to 0 actually, like the Moza software did, but you can't actually set 0, so it's suspicious. Anyway, everything's set up. I don't know if it's correct or not correct. All I know is that gain is on 100%. That means we've got 100% force feedback. All the settings are right. I am so excited because I really want to be getting into GT racing, and what better way to do it?
Green light, go, go, go.
All right. I don't know if any of my buttons work on this wheel because I've changed, well, it's changing stuff. Can I change? Oh, I've flash in. That works. See, the view button isn't working, so I'm guessing it's F1. Let's go. Very loud. Can I tell a difference straight away? Yes. That's mad. Oi. I might have cut the corner there. What does it actually feel like? So, straight off the bat, literally, before I played on the R9, I decided to try out the R5. So, I know exactly what difference it is, and so far, what I can feel is more vibrations, a lot more stiffer. I feel like when you're on this, you need to tense, whereas the Moza R5 you don't, you know, because you need to be ready for it, basically. And what I mean by that is, if something happens, you don't want to be like loose and like, you know, let the wheel snap out of your hands. You need to be tensing up and ready for it to snap out your hands. But this is more realistic, I would say, a real car is probably around these newton meters, like it's about 8, 9 at the most. And it feels absolutely incredible. This is probably the most realism you're going to get without going motion rig, buying a Moza R9. Maybe an R12 if you really want that little bit extra for some crazy stuff. I don't think it's necessary. A few hours of driving with this, your arms are going to be aching. That's for sure. But I can feel the bumps more, the rumble strips more, and have good force feedback. Whereas before, I think it drowned them out a bit at full force feedback, and it weren't as strong, which I think lets the R5 down. But for the entry-level budget, I still think the R5 is a great contender. If you're not really that bothered about GT racing and F1 racing, then I'd probably say, you know, an R5's enough. But if you want to do more competitive stuff and, you know, struggle a little bit, then I reckon the R9 is probably for you. Now, can I tell a massive difference between the R5 and the R9? No, okay? So if you're going to be on the R5 and you're like, oh, I just need that, I want to be like struggling, it ain't going to be it. The R9 is not going to make you struggle, but what it will do is give you more clearer feedback, just better in general, more vibrations. When it does punch, and I mean like when you lose control maybe, it'll hit more, but you ain't gonna struggle unless you're like a 5-year-old, and I don't really recommend a 5-year-old on 9 newton meters, to be honest. A 5-year-old would struggle. I'm a big guy, I'm 6'11", 18 stone, and it's more than enough for me. Maybe I could adjust my settings a little bit, but I don't think I need to. This, by the way, is the Moza R9 V2. Oops. So make sure, if you do get a Moza R9, get the V2. They do come with a hub. Now, in some pictures and in some posts I've seen, they don't come with the hub, so you have to plug your pedals and your shifter and all that stuff in separately. But mine came with it. So I don't know if mine's a European spec or something along those lines, but I don't have to buy a hub, which I did buy a hub, to be honest, but I didn't need to. Pow. I love, this is like one of the biggest things I like about Moza, just like off and on. Ta-da, straight on. We are using now the CS-V2P something, alright? I'm not quite 100% sure which wheel this is. I know it's the CS, I know it's a V2P. That make it complicated. Right, instantly, this feels like, oh yeah, I need to change my settings. I'm on like 540 degrees. The game will not like that. I pull over at my friend Barry's house. All right, Barry, get in, buddy. If I go to Moza real quick, I wish, oh yeah, you can do it on your phone. Oh yeah, you can actually do it on your phone as well. That's actually a shout. Right, here we go. Okay, let's go. Make sure you check your mirrors. Oh, that was close. Wheel spin in there. Oh, that's actually really nice. It feels so realistic. Like if I went outside, that's how kind of heavy. You probably like on the. You probably need to turn it down like 20%. So let's turn it down to like 80. That is incredibly nice. Just the way it feels. It's not crazy over the top. And it's not... Like I said, I'm having to tense is the only way. On the R5, you didn't have to tense. On this one, you have to like... if I crash, I'm going to die. Or my fingers are going to be dislocated. You don't want that. So you just hang on for dear life and hope for the best. But yeah, in summary, am I glad I upgraded to the R9? Yes, is the answer. Is it worth... Is it worth it? Yes. The reasons being it's worth it is, for me, that extra newton meters. I didn't need 12. You don't need 12 for street stuff. Maybe F1, you might be a little bit better, but you'll be fighting it. I haven't tried F1 yet. I don't really play it, but I am going to be playing it, so maybe look out for another video on that one. YS Giant does F1 racing. Big up YS Giant in the F1 car. Need some exercise first, lad. Anyway, but yeah, it's definitely worth the upgrade because you can essentially, sell your R5 base and, like, you know, you could probably upgrade the wheel at the same time because the CS wheel is significantly better than the KS stock wheel, especially the 11-inch version with the flat bottom is significantly better. But yeah, no, I think yeah, I highly recommend it. Ratings out of 10 in comparison to the R5. I'm giving the Moza R9 a solid 8 rating right now. A solid 8. Let me know in the comments down below, what wheel you have and are you thinking about upgrading? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to join the Boosted UK High Force servers and show me some sense. Tag me in the videos on TikTok and Instagram. Stay safe. Keep it in a game. Don't do it on the streets. Happy sending. Peace out.